Well, hello, chaps. It's Tuesday. I don't know why I suddenly decided to howl there, like Ray. But guys, guess what? Good news. We do have one. It's just appeared. I was hoping to go a little bit live earlier than the blog, but no matter. We'll pull it up, and while we're looking quickly at it, we'll do our rounds as we do. Here it comes. Ding. Wow, this week on Stadia, the cloud gamer urged to play every game. And right, while we have an urge to play every game, William, how has your week been, my friend?
Oh, it's been fantastic, Rokk. Played all kinds of games, had all kinds of fun. And one of the games I've been playing, we're going to discuss today, some World War Z. But yeah, had a lot of fun, man. Playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance, by the way. It's a historically accurate medieval adventure.
Is that the one where you start as a young guy, like an apprentice guy, and you go around the village and you can see you get beaten up at the pub and all that malarkey? Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I only played a couple of hours of it, but it's a great game. You played it, Ray, didn't you?
Yeah, the dad's a blacksmith, and your mom, you watch him get slain. You ride on a horse. You also get to hook up with babes with big boobs.
Hey, I'll tell you a secret though. What you want to do when you first start off is ignore your dad and go start punching some cows. Believe it or not, you have to punch living things to get your strength up and to get perk points, and it's crazy. Anyway.
Oh no, that's good. Talking of Ray, here he is. Ray, how have you been, my friend?
Oh man, I had an awesome night of PUBG. Shout out to my friend who's a Stadian out there in Hawaii, playing Stadia with me, and we played some PUBG. We also had Maker of Chaos joined us last night, so we had a lot of fun. Playing PUBG, playing World War Z, playing WWE on my computer. And just enjoying it, man. And happy belated Easter to everybody.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had a wonderful Easter weekend.
Yeah. I was saying to someone this morning who is far more of the faith than I, that it's ironic, really, that the whole pagan ritual of, of rebirth and bunnies and eggs and stuff is actually what we were all celebrating when it's kind of missing the whole point of the thing, isn't it? Funny that it's the Romans' fault. They decided to blend them all together. I mean, they've only got themselves to blame.
We went to church. My parent. We went to church every Sunday on Easter, and so my mom's like, "Did you go to church?" No, I was playing World War Z. Sorry, Mom.
Far more. And of course now, John, who is a very religious fellow, and I'm sure that you have been in a pious state for the last 4 days. Have you? You guys all have? We've said this before. You all have chocolate eggs and stuff, don't you? At Easter, you do all that.
Yeah. I'm eating them right now.
Are you?
Yes, my son's basket. Don't tell him.
Oh, yes.
So we got plastic eggs filled with chocolate. So what I do is I take the chocolate out of the plastic egg, then I put the plastic egg back together again, and I put it back in his basket.
Poor old, your son has a terrible life. It's true. But John, good week, my friend, since the last time we met, or
yeah, it's been going good. I played some golf with your friends and
my friends. I don't have any.
Yeah. No wonder nobody showed up then. Right?
I don't have friends. Don't want them. Too expensive.
Oh my gosh. No, it's been good. So looking forward. We actually got some snow here yesterday in Toronto, but we woke up this morning and it's all gone. So
wow, it looked really heavy as well.
Yeah, it did. It was super, really big flakes, and it was coming down for several hours, but it never really got below freezing, just right on that border of freezing, and then overnight some rain. And now
you're lucky, John.
A lot of sun where we are. me and Ray, we've had a load of sun. We've been good. You've had your big storms going on, haven't you, William? You've had.
Oh yeah. We got snowed in a few days ago, and in total we got 46 inches. It was 2 storms though.
Wow.
But we got 46 inches. So we had snow up to our armpits. So
wow.
But it's warming up and everything is melting again. So come on, Mother Nature.
That's good. We have a Tuesday. It is Tuesday, as we say over here. We say Tues, and you, my friends over in the States, say Tuesday. YouTube, and we say YouTube, you see, because that's, I want you to practice all together now. 1, 2, 3, Tube. No, not tube. Oh, God, give up. And here it is. It's live. It's always lovely. We get one every other week. And like I said recently, they now, thank God, bring them on the Tuesday that we go live as well. So that's very kind of them. Whether you're into golf, monster trucks, or arcade platform games, this week we've got a little something for everybody. Dig in. So trying new games is only a click away. Obviously talking about the trials here. Starting today, a 30-minute trial of Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle is now available on Stadia. Is that a new game, guys?
That is not a new game.
No.
It is definitely a new trial, though. Any game that they add, you can just jump into. Is amazing.
I just thought Pac-Man. I thought it was called Pac-Man R or something.
No, that's Bomberman. Super
Bomberman.
R Online.
Yes. Welcome to the Stadia show where Rokk knows nothing.
Speaking of Rokk, you look handsome today. Just wanted to let you know.
Well,
that. You guys notice? You know,
I'm applying for the new Bond role, Ray.
Oh, okay.
I thought
very dapper.
If you're going to go Bond, you need to have the face like Roger Moore. Everybody loves to Roger Moore. It's all part of new trials offering timed access to full games on Stadia. Now available for 13 titles. Yeah, they've added this one today. And counting, all without needing to create a Stadia account. Find them all on stadia.com/games and play the 4 new trials you can try right now. Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle. Blaze, these came out last week, didn't they? Blaze of the Monster Machines, Axel City Racers, which I've noticed quite a few people on Twitter saying, yeah, not only did I complete it in the hours like John said, but I've got all of the achievements as well. I'm thinking,
naughty.
no. Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age and Little Nightmares Complete Edition. Nothing is out of bounds in golf with your friends. Why have friends if not to play golf with your friends? Get ready to take on courses filled with fast-paced, exciting, simultaneous mini golf for up to 12 players. I watched you streaming this the other day, John, and it did make me chuckle. And just ironically, we may have more on that after this. Tee Off Stadium's Golf with Your Friends now available on sale until April the 21st in the Stadia store, and it's about £12 UK, but $16 there, as it says, if you're a pro subscriber. So it's an extra $3. It's actually just $1 extra if you're not pro. In the UK, I think it was an extra £3 if you're not pro, which is quite interesting. Free add-on content for the Dark Side Detective Fumble in the Dark. Well, I'll just strike that one off my news list. Irish developer Spooky Doorway reunites us. I didn't know that's what they were called. With our paranormal investigator for this exciting new case. One flew into the cuckoo's nest. Available for free to play on Stadia. Welcome to another case for McQueen and Dooley in the quaint little city of Twin Lakes. This time, our intrepid detectives find a note saying they should head to the Twin Lakes Botanical Gardens. What could possibly be in store, William? Vegetarian werewolves? Yeah, they wouldn't eat a lot, would they? A mean green mother from inner space. A space ghost on a trip coast to coast. Play it now by claiming with your pro sub. Because I think, it was previously it was a pro game, wasn't it? Or purchasing on the Stadia store. So, in other words, if you have the game, if you've claimed the game in the past, you get that free add-on content.
You get the fumble in the dark.
You get to fumble in the dark. Play it at no additional cost. The Elder Scrolls Online. Strike that one from the news list, chaps. The Battlecraft, steal or explore, and combine different types of equipment and abilities to create your own style of play. You can play Elder Scrolls Online at no additional cost on Stadia until 7 a.m. And again, that has been a pro game in the past, so you can just play it if you already claimed it. So that's the way that goes. And that's it for this week. Well, thank you, chaps. Thank you, Stadia, for that information. That was very kind of you.
Victor says, any news on when Deliverance of the Moon comes to pro? I've heard word out on the street they might push it next month. That's what I'm just hearing.
I think so.
Yes.
Just because from my understanding, there's a 2-week sliding window for pro games, so it's either at the first or the middle of the month. So I think they're going to push it till May. I mean, I don't think we'll see it next week. I mean, they could, who knows? But I really think they'll save it for a May Pro game at this point.
I heard the same thing, but largely because it came from you, John. So, and from my estimation, mate, you are the word of all things Stadia.
I am not far from it.
Well, look who's chuckling in the chat. It's Young Vet. How are you, my friend?
Hey.
There he is. Bless his little sockies. Yeah, no, it's got to be next month, hasn't it? I mean, we don't know why they pulled it. We assume that it was. We think we don't assume. We think that it was to bring it in line with the other update that they'd not that long before released to other platforms. So probably a bit more work than just a couple of bugs that they wanted to iron out. So no doubt they've been hard at work getting that ready. So yeah, I would have thought next month. No need to wait for me to sip my coffee, chaps, but that was very polite of you. And now I know why Vet was chuckling. He thinks Deliverance the Moon's taken a while because the gas prices from the moon are pretty high. Yeah, very topical there, Aaron. Very topical. John, you were going to say something.
Oh no. So we were kind of speculating whether today we would see the pro games for May, and as you can see, we didn't. So it looks like there'll be a blog post next week, hopefully on Tuesday.
Yeah,
that we'll get that information.
Yeah, so the thinking, which I thought was solid, was that if they're skipping every other week, that means next week, which would be the last Tuesday before the new month, would have been skipped. So, made sense to me. But they'll clearly going to keep their powder dry. Perhaps they're still signing contracts and going through certification and stuff. You never know, do you?
Very well.
You never know. Yeah. So what did we find out? We didn't really find anything out other than Pac-Man's joined the trials, which is cool. Golf with your friends we knew about. We'll come on to that in a second. Add-on content for Dark Side Detective. That was out on the news line earlier today. And Elder Scrolls Online. I spotted that one as well in there. So nothing brand new, but it is a Tuesday, and it is a Tuesday, and I am more than happy. And look who's in the chat. It's young Jeff, DIY Master Jeff. Nice. No need to pause when I have a sip of that coffee, chaps, but it's incredibly polite of you. Right then, so the news. Two of the items, and there weren't many, were already covered in there. So, Dark Side we've done, Twos we've done. Oh, yes. I can talk till the cows come home on this one. Let me pop it into the window here. So over at stadiasource.com, the number one source for Stadia news other than our show, of course, I did note that Valhalla had an update. And in fact, it went live today. 1.5.1. I've been playing it this afternoon. Interesting, one of the things that I do love about Stadia compared to other platforms, even those that have access to Ubisoft Plus, is when there's an update to any of the games, it's instant. Whereas a lot of the other platforms, the games actually go down for hours while they trickle it around to all the servers and update everywhere else. So that's a great benefit of Stadia that people don't really talk a huge amount about. But it's a big old update, William. I know you and I share a love of Valhalla, and I'm proud to announce that I finally completed the main campaign.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Oh.
It takes a while, doesn't it, my friend?
Mate, certainly north of 100 hours, and I've played a further 15 hours since getting into the Irish campaign, which is great. You said it would be. I'm enjoying it. I just can't put the game down now. I've just got the bug for it. I love it.
I mean, if you love the 100 hours you put in, you got another 75 with all the DLCs since you have access to it all.
Wow.
I mean, it's really a robust, fantastic game that they spend a lot of time on, and you will spend a lot of time in.
Rokk, when I'm playing Extraction and I'm on my Ubisoft account, I always see ding ding, Rokk is playing Valhalla. There's a notification, so I know that you're on there. I see your little face
Yeah, it's a little face.
Valhalla.
It's true.
In Extraction, did you get your flashlight yet that kills the mold? The flashlight attachment.
I thought you said flesh. You scared me.
Yeah, no. Different attachment.
No, not yet, sir. Not yet.
Okay. It helps a lot. It helps a lot.
Oh,
is that a new thing, William? Or
no, it's at the end of the gear tree. When you get all the way to the end, it on every single weapon that
we got some more news.
Every weapon that you get, you can attach this laser to it, and wherever you point your gun, it will evaporate the mold that grows, or whatever that slime stuff, the stuff that slows you down.
That's cool.
We got some Outriders news in the chat.
I'm just going to add that to our news. So anyway, Valhalla, massive update, by the way. I mean, absolutely huge. I was just flicking through it earlier. They've added some new content, the Mastery Challenge Pack 2. I haven't even got to Pack 1. And I probably have no chance of getting to that at any point soon. But that looks pretty cool. They've got another festival that's running 21 through to May 12. Loads of new bits and pieces there. They've got hours, days of bug fixes and improvements. Dawn of Ragnarok, even the original stuff. Loads of combat, loads of main quest, world events, and side of activities have been addressed. Look at it, goes on forever.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Valkyrie.
I love Ubisoft.
They care, man.
Ubisoft is awesome.
They care. Look at it go on and on and on and on and on. Thanks to Stadia Source for putting this in all of its detail as well. If you guys go along to stadiasource.com and check out each of these elements.
I love it when devs do this for us and show us all the improvements and the little steps that they've taken forward. Just like Larian Studios with Baldur's Gate 3, when you look at their patch notes, they're like pages and pages.
Yeah.
I like seeing that stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's like, if any of you guys have got a PlayStation, it always irritates me when there's a big download for an update and it just says various bug fixes or
general
improvements. It's like, what? Give us a clue, guys.
Yeah.
Quiet little fellas, aren't they? So there you go. There's loads of stuff there if you're into Valhalla. And as Jon just pointed out, and others in the chat, we've got a tweet from our friends over at Outriders who are saying that they've got a reveal of Outsiders World Slayer. Now, we know they were working on some big additional content. It's interesting because when they first launched the game, they were kind of saying it's probably going to be a standalone. We're probably not going to do another game after this. We may not even do DLC. We might just drop a few bits and pieces. But actually, despite the issues that we had on Stadia with the game, which, are difficult to approve truthfully, not really getting the full version of the game until relatively recently, it is actually a cracking game. And I played it all the way through, really enjoyed it. And this looks good. Square Enix, chaps, do you know much about this World Slayer?
I skipped buying this title, and I do know that there was a lot of concern about them getting current. Are they? This is my question to you guys who are actually playing the game. Is the game totally current now? And what do you think of the build? I skipped it, so I don't
Stadia.
have any opinion at all.
As far as I'm aware, because I played it on Xbox because it was free.
Oh, gotcha.
I once in a while I'll jump in, I'll play it. It has improved. I have seen some improvements. I'm just like Cyberpunk. I took a break. I'm just waiting to get all the stuff so I can play like the complete game with everything. So I'll see 21st, see what they're gonna offer. But and I agree with Rokk. It is a really good game. Hopefully, they can rebound.
Yeah, I loved it. I know, there were talks of it being a bit like, what was it called? Not Athena. What was the game that, who knows? Anyway, it was a bit like that. So I can't be bothered. Life's too short and I'm getting older.
The good news is, though, is that it was successful enough for them to commit to some DLC. We may even see a sequel eventually. If they weren't certain when it came out, well, now we're definitely getting DLC. So,
yeah, and I think there's to be fair, I think there is still a smell around it as far as Stadia is concerned. I mean, Crow just said that he bought some add-on that has never shown up in his Stadia game. You know, and I so it's a difficult one because it's actually really
single player awesome. My issue was multiplayer.
Yeah.
When I played with somebody, I had issue with the multiplayer playing with somebody. But as far as playing a single game, I thought the game was freaking awesome, and I actually liked the story too.
I thought the story was good. I mean, initially when I played it, it was buggy. And that was, as I've said, on Game Pass. Undoubtedly, it was buggy. There was some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
And so I think there's an argument that they probably released it too early across all platforms, which is why, Stadia got short shrift in terms of, it was the ginger step kid. I hate using that phrase, but you know what I'm saying, boys. They just didn't get the love, sadly. Right.
Well, because originally it wasn't supposed to launch day and date on Stadia, but then they announced, that they're bringing it to Stadia. So
Right.
There's Anthony there. Look, do you see him under quick takes? Who knew he was that famous? I knew. Right, here goes. Everything you need to know about Outriders World Slayer expansion. Good. That's the first thing I wanted to know. So it is an expansion coming in 2022. It appears that people can fly, and Square Enix still have plans for Outriders. As I said, they did say they were going to drop it. Although the looter shooter is not a live service, I wish it was. Its unprecedented success has prompted the studios to release more content. The result is 2 massive updates that are coming to the game. The first one already available, which introduces a new transmog system. Yeah, but that was largely more about the quality of life stuff, the user experience, as opposed to any additional massive content.
Right.
Right.
To Outriders, along with several other changes. The second one, World Slayer, was merely teased and won't be available until sometime this year. Well, that's it for their flipping article. Thanks, boys.
Everything you need to know,
clickbaiting
right?
swines. But yeah, that's the point, though. It's let me go backwards on that one, see if I can find. There was actually a video. Here we go, which is probably just what's in the tweet. That's 20 seconds long, as is the tweet. So yeah, you're not seeing anything more there. Yeah, so we know it's an expansion. We know it's coming some point this year, and we know that they are going to be talking about it at some point. When did it say? The 21st. I've lost the link now.
Yep, 21st.
21st. Yeah. So what's that? Friday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep.
Blimey, I need this coffee. I genuinely do. But that's all good. And yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be good. And I really hope those that... So yeah, see, Crow, he's not happy. He had a ticket for 3 months with their support. They finally gave up and said, just keep checking for it. I paid $3, so I didn't bother refunding. No, but nonetheless, it's the principle, my friend. Mm-hmm. And the problem is obviously, they published it, but didn't necessarily develop it. But I think a lot of it is genuinely down to the fact that, a bit like Cyberpunk, they were on a cruel release schedule, which I think they failed to properly meet. They had issues across all platforms. They raced out with updates, and Stadia's always, unfortunately, right now, going to be the one they give the least love to, because they probably outsourced it. And the outsourcers played with whatever code they had. And it took them a while to come back to Stadia with a decent enough update. And sadly for Crow, whatever the $3 bought obviously didn't make it to that build. But let's hope, my friend, that in World Slayer, whenever that comes out, they'll address your issues and you get your $3 worth. That will be good.
Yep.
Something to look forward to, chaps. Anyway, Golf with Friends we knew about, and we knew about Elder Scrolls Online. So that's the news, really. And that little one.
Golf with Friends intrigues me. I mean, you get to customize and personalize your balls. It's amazing.
Golf with friends, did you say, William?
Yeah,
William, did you say golf with friends? Well, it's funny that you should mention golf with friends. Do you know why? He's stalling for finding the clip. Why? Why, Rokk?
Why?
Because it's time for this. Guilty! I love it. Yes, gentlemen and ladies. I've lost my script. Here it is. We have Judge Jon judging with his little fickle finger of fate the casualness of today's game, which, believe it or not, can you guess what it is yet? Jon, why didn't you put the link in the bleeding show notes? I've got to go back to Twitter now. What is it with you?
I did put the link in there. I thought you always have it bookmarked. So
actually, as it happens, it happens, you're in luck, my friend, because what I did do was I prepared one in the knowledge that we would indeed be covering it up. Here he is, the very fellow himself. Oh, look.
Wow,
he's got on his little sweatpad thing. He's looking like a video from the 80s, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got his little Stadia sort of shirt on. He's looking to me a little bit like Olivia Newton-John in one of her fitness videos from the 1980s.
Well, I'll go for the Richard Simmons look next time, right?
Like a Thigh Master infomercial.
Let's get physical.
I love that video.
Oh, yes. What's not to love about Olivia Newton-John?
Oh,
that's right.
Oh, for older fellas, not so much the younger fellas.
Yeah.
Jon, tell us about your experiences with the golfing game, my friend.
All right. So Golf with Your Friends came out last Thursday on Stadia. First game from Team 17 to make its way on to Stadia. And I know even before release and while I was streaming there, a lot of people were asking, does it have crossplay? Does it have crossplay? Well, none of the versions have crossplay in it. So unfortunately, the Stadia version does not have crossplay either. So there's a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Nintendo version, and PC. There's no crossplay on it. Hopefully, from what I hear, the developers are working on an update for the title itself. So maybe like new content or anything. They really didn't particularly say what was going to be included, but that would be nice if they also just threw in crossplay there as part of the update. But regardless, Golf with Your Friends, it's an amazing party game, and as the name implies, playing with your friends. Think of it as pretty much like miniature golf, going around these wacky and crazy courses. I think I'm trying to remember exactly how many there are. There's well over 10 courses that you can play on. Each have, of course, 18 holes to play. Up to 12 people can play online. And just like we mentioned earlier, you can customize your ball, the color. You can get like gear for it. Like you can put like a little chef hat on it and things like that.
Wait a minute. You can put a chef hat on your balls.
I knew it was coming.
Right.
I knew I could see it in his little face.
And if you're lucky enough, you can change your balls to blue. So you can
believe me.
balls while playing.
You got to be careful doing that, Jon.
Every night I deal with that.
It's just all you got to do is just stand outside Jon's front door at the moment. It's snowing.
So basically, you and your friends knock your balls around these courses, try to get it in the hole, and with the least amount of strokes. So whoever can get in there first is ultimately the winner. But
that's my boy.
That aside, look at that. You can see sometimes 5 over par, or right there I was like 39 strokes. So, but regardless, we'll get into be serious here for a moment or two. Golf with Your Friends. Although there are some bugs that we did come across this game. It is fun. For the most part, it is totally fun here. Getting in our first category here, how quickly can you get in the game? It's fine. Like you can just set up an online match, and you can set it with your friends or public. There's a variety of different options that you can customize and configure. You can use not only golf balls, but there's stars, hockey pucks, cones, like all these different shapes and whatnot, so that you can really make this a unique game. And of course, they all have different physics and the way that they react, and there's a party mode and all this great different stuff here. So it's really easy to get into the game. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5 because it's relatively simple to get in there. Picking up where you left off. Honestly, really, you've got to play through the full course there. All the various different holes here. To my knowledge, I don't believe that you can, like say I was playing on hole 13 here, and then I stop and can come back. I'm pretty sure you can't. So you pretty much have to play the entire 18 holes there, which,
so wait a minute, your ball got stuck?
Yeah. Your balls get stuck and they fall through. There's this Candyland is one of the courses there. And
can you lose your ball?
Yeah, you definitely can. You can lose your balls. All right. Be searching around for them. One of the bugs that we did find is in the Candyland course, there's we'll call them like chocolate roads or whatever. So you'd shoot your balls and it'd go right through the chocolate. I don't know why the ball kept going through.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're placing your balls,
coming, folks. It's coming
in chocolate.
Yeah, you place your balls in chocolate, and it gets a little sticky there. But listen to this, Ray. Listen to this.
All right.
If you whack the ball hard enough, you can see there. So you pull that intensity all the way back, and you give it a good old whack. You can whack your ball; it'll go right through the chocolate and bounce around on other things and up onto the other part of the course here. So,
I've loved being a content creator on YouTube. Thank you ever so much over the years.
Exactly. You thought last week was bad. Each week it just gets worse, right?
I think later on I'll try and bend it like Beckham. And
got to be careful.
Yeah. Sometimes it stays that way, mate. In a cold wind. So can I just check in? You can't do 9 holes. You're fixed at 18 holes.
What? No, you can configure the amount of holes there, but the default. But as far as like picking up from where you left off, like say if you were on hole number 4, let's say, and you wanted to just stop and come back, I'm really positive that you cannot do that. So from there, we'll give that. Can you pick up from where you left off?
Yeah.
Maybe like a 2. Let's say we'll give that.
It's
a 2,
low,
right?
isn't it? Because you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't dress it up for what it is. You can't. You've got to play the whole amount of holes.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll go for 2. Okay, cool.
I did hear there is a cowboy ball. So shout out to Anthony.
Yeah,
I think there's a cowboy ball.
Giddy up, right?
And the punchline.
It's a cowboy. It's a cowboy.
Oh.
Got a cowboy hat on.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we'll do a quick diverse here. Speaking of the cowboy, we all know that he is taking violin lessons, and we just learned earlier this week that he's going to go on to the flute next. Yes, he's going to learn how to play the flute.
Is he?
So
yeah,
he is.
John reserved him a place in his band.
Yeah,
he also donated $5. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, there you go.
Then are they known as the John All Scars? That would be good, wouldn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go now. We're gonna talk about how easy is this game to play. It's super easy. I mean, you're just using your thumbstick there to aim. Your right thumbstick, you can rotate the camera around. There's even a free roam as well. The controls are super easy here, right? Like, so it's made for anybody just to be able to pick up and play. I'm gonna say it's a 5 out of 5 as far as easy to play here, because golf is, there's nothing tricky about it really. I mean, sure, the shots, you might have to aim and whatever to bank your.
Did you get a hole in one? Are you able to get a hole in one?
Oh, you never know. You never a good golfer never tells, right? So,
I don't. Actually, every golfer I've ever met can't stop telling you about the hole in one.
So, actually, right here on this video, I was playing along with Fletch and Lovecraft Tapes. Fletch just got a hole in one, and I believe Lovecraft Tapes also did too. They both got a hole in one on this course, just luckily. Nice. And I'm sitting here just banking it back and forth. But
keep whacking loads.
Wow.
It looks fairly easy though, because I mean, when that line, I mean, you can't really miss with that line, can you? Aiming at where you want it to go.
Ooh, I mean, you have to take into account all the different.
Look at that!
Look, he's in there.
Nice birdie. That was a birdie.
Nice. 1 under par. Finished early. Good. Yeah.
Awesome.
So anyway, we're gonna give it. How easy is it to play? We're gonna give that a 5 out of 5.
5. Brilliant.
Is it rewarding if you've got friends to play with and you like party games and stuff like that? It's extremely fun. I saw various other people stream it as well, had tons and tons of fun. So if you have a group of friends that you like to play with, or other Stadia friends as well, it's very rewarding. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Do you have to excuse me, John, do you have to own the game to play it if you invite somebody in? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Fair enough.
And so that brings us to value for the money. So currently, as we talked about earlier, it's on sale, special launch price. We mentioned the other prices in Canada. Here it's $19.99 for Stadia Pro, not on Stadia Pro. After the sale, I think it's regular $25. On other platforms, it is on sale considerably cheaper at the moment. Right. So there was a little bit of, talks amongst the community about, it coming out at this price, but give or take, I mean, it's its first time on Stadia, where it's been on the other platforms. So you pretty much have to pay that premium. It's new on Stadia.
How old is the game, John, on the platforms? Roughly weeks or months or years?
4 or 5 years old, something like that.
Oh, considerably older then. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, John, I think these games are like prime for the Pro membership. Do you think this is going to be coming to Pro?
Well, see, that's what I was going to talk about too. I think that they should have launched this as Pro. We know with the new revenue sharing, they're going to get paid every day people play. We know that with Pro, you're going to increase the player base considerably, right? Like, so if you've got Pro, you could just claim this and play. I think it was a misstep that they didn't launch it into Pro Team 17. Eventually it's going to come to Pro. I really do think that this will come to Pro eventually, probably sooner rather than later.
I hope so, because I would hate to see it, because I'm going to wait for it to come to Pro most likely, and I would hate to see the game suffer, for a few months because it's not there,
Yeah, like any of these smaller titles that are multiplayer games like this, I really don't see why they would not launch into Pro, just because they're going to make more money off of the groups of friends playing this every day. Like, so imagine, so it's you and 11 other people can play. Imagine you got maybe even two or three times a week, you and 11 other people to play. They're going to get that revenue for 12 different people playing, all from one game session and friends. So I think, like, right now, I think I'm going to give you value for the money. It is extremely fun. I do understand people maybe going to be waiting for Pro, like SPG said here. So I think we'll give it a 3. We'll give it a 3.
Look at that! 5. I'd already guessed you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Look, there used to be a rule of thumb, and I think I've never seen the data on it, but I think it was fairly accurate that if a game came along and it was about £15, about 19 Canadian, maybe under 20 Canadian, and definitely under 20 US, it was almost certainly going to be a future Pro game. And although it was an unwritten rule, but it's bound to have an impact. That said, not everybody has a pro account, so it's there for people that don't. And if you want to go ahead and play it now, then go and play it now. It does look like fun. Hey, guess what, fellas? This is a true story. Tomorrow, I'm starting golf lessons.
Wow.
It's a deal. It's 6 weeks worth of lessons, right? For about $12 a lesson, and they're like an hour and a half long, and it's real basics, because I've never really properly played an intro to golf. I thought, it'd be nice to go and do something with my father, because he loves a little run around the field. So there you go. Right, the actual final score. We got any more of these, John? That was the last one, wasn't it? Value for money. Unless I've missed something, this is actually one of our lowest scoring games of late. So what I've got here, and I'll just update. I'm just feeding it into the cray. Oh, it needs a bit more water. Hang on. Here we go. I am getting this as 15 out of 20.
I object, Your Honor. I object.
Oh dear, we have an objection. Ray is objectionable.
May he approach the bench.
I mean, if you do like if you're a fan of miniature golf, the price point is, I would say go ahead and buy it. But if we're thinking overall for that casual player, I think it's about right. Like this coming to pro would have given that value for the money, like definitely 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
I really
John,
think like
you could play with your balls in Candyland. Come on now.
or at least gave you a 20-minute demo of it. Let you play it for 20 minutes like they were the other titles. That would have helped as well.
That's good. Yeah, I think
good
that
shout
would
out there,
be good
SPG. Good shout.
Right.
We heard Ray's objection. He was absolutely correct. There was a miscalculation. It's actually 18 out of 25. But it's
That's better.
It's a little bit better. But no, it's probably our lowest game. We typically say, unless it's 20 and beyond, it's a no-brainer. Below that, it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. It doesn't mean that at all. Right. It simply means it isn't necessarily, for various reasons, the casual game that you may want. I mean, you do have to commit to playing for a period of time, which doesn't always work for people that are, only got a little bit of time to jump in on a game. And if you decide you've got to bail out because the kids are yelling or something, then the other guy that you're playing with is going to end up having to do the same thing. So there are reasons why it may not be the best casual game, but as a game and in terms of the fun it brings, I don't think there's any question of that, John, is there?
No, there isn't. And you can see there, I don't know if you may have caught it there, Fletch had the little chef hat on his ball there. It's totally fun. Like this is.
I want to know, can you make a sideboard ball? Because I will buy it if I can make a sideboard. Have a pair of sideboard balls. That would be good.
For sideboard.
Now the question is, never mind.
We'll never know, but I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was an amazing thought, William, and I'm sure it was incredibly rude as well. So, so there you go. That was this week's Judge John's ruling, 18 out of 25 for friends with your golf or whatever it's called, and just to cement the deal, guilty.
Oh my God,
it's a lovely thing and you love it. Right, well, now listen, we're going to swiftly move on now, although we are just going to cover one little teensy weensy bit of news that my roving reporters have brought to my attention.
Oh man, it's just popping out.
That's where are we back at the golf balls now or what? Where are we?
Are they popping out, right?
Are they? Yeah, June's popping out. June is bursting out all over. Let me hide that one. Yes, look, it's this. Anthony's going to get excited. It's this. Marvel's Avengers. It's a blog post, I think, isn't it? What have we got going on here? Who posted this? Was this you, William?
No, it was not me, but I'm glad they did something because a while back, Anthony, they did an update and it broke multiplayer. And it was incredibly hard to match up with people. And since it's a multiplayer game, I'm glad they finally fixed it. But that is probably not what this blog is about, though.
Ray, you were on top of this, my friend. Tell us all about it.
female Thor, Jane Foster. The female Thor. Shout out to Cali Vet 93. I saw him in the chat, and he actually sent me the link. He slid in my DM, sent me the link.
Ooh, good man.
And so thank you, Andrew, for that. But yes, we have a female Thor.
Yeah, they just released the new Thor Love and Thunder trailer, teaser or whatever, out on YouTube and across the interwebs. So, and it shows Jane Foster as Thor. So this is just a compelling lead up to the movie, I assume.
So there's a new movie coming out with Jane Foster, which is the name of the actress or the character?
The character.
Okay.
I forget her real name.
Okay.
But Thor, he was, if you've watched any of the MCUs, in the last movie, he was quite overweight. He became Fat Thor. And this,
he was.
I swear.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Fat Thor. But so in the trailer anyway, you know how people that are in the UFC and stuff, they'll pick up the big ropes and they'll move them like that and stuff to exercise. He's got a couple of giant chains and he's trying to work off his gut.
Yeah,
it looks really
great.
Really
looks
fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
I won't show if you guys don't mind, I won't show the video because every time I do that, I get slammed with a copyright notice.
And
even though I'm promoting
Natalie
their flipping
Portman.
film.
Thank you, Andrew.
Natalie Portman, yes.
Yes.
I know nothing about. I did watch
Black Swan. Oh my God. Oh, never mind. Hold on.
I watched a little bit of the.
What did you say?
Black
She
Swan.
played in a movie called The Black Swan. This is a really good scene you guys need to see. But anyway. Go on. Go ahead.
I watched a little bit of the Wonder Woman 1984, and it was great up until it came to modern times, and then I got bored, which was I think after about the first 20 minutes. So I don't know, it'd be good. I'm not massively into the old MCU. I'm of an age where I prefer it when it's on paper, but I'm sure it'll be great.
In that
V
Wonder
for
Woman-
Vendetta, that was a great film.
Oh,
was
that
in
was
there.
awesome.
Yeah, she was
that
the one
Wonder
that was
Woman
locked up.
movie, Rock, they kind of bait and switch you a little bit, don't they? It seemed campy at first, and then
Yeah, exactly that, mate. Viva, she couldn't have been very old. In V for Vendetta's getting on a bit now, isn't it? That's quite an old film.
Shout out to Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
What? Hang on. What do you mean? Shout out to Sean Connery? What?
He was the voice of V. He was the guy.
I'd shout out. You won't hear you, mate. You can shout as loud as you like.
Oh my God!
I can't hear you, Ray. Shout out to Sean Connery.
Now, a good Sean Connery
Shout out to
movie
Abraham Lincoln.
is The Rock. The movie The Rock.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry, William. What were you going to say?
Oh, just there's an awesome movie with Sean Connery called The Rock.
Oh yes,
He breaks into Alcatraz or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dwayne's not in it, is he? Bless him.
No, not that Rock.
No, he must be seething that he's not in it. I was looking the other day at how much young Dwayne is worth. Jeez. Whoa, man.
He's a busy man.
He owns
And a wealthy man.
XFL.
He's got some of them folding Benjis, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right, there you go. So a little bit of an MCU thingy bobby, and they've got a big update coming out. I think I just saw May, but it may there you go, targeting the May release. So you'll get to play Jane Porter in May, apparently, which will be good. There are a number of components going into that rework. There's a rework. Game limit. I should have really read it properly, shouldn't I? Events like Cosmic Threat, Tachyon Anomaly, and Corrupted Vibranium. I had a Corrupted Vibranium. I got my money back. Oh dear, can't be giving that to the wife. I said, right. Let's kill that one off. And well, you know what? It's now time. Hi Ray. It's now time for the pro gamers gaming proness. Still without a decent video, and it breaks my heart every week, William, that I haven't managed to create one for you when these other two dudes have got one, and it's unfair. But there will be one coming just as soon as I can get to it, my friend. So let's have a look. We're going to pro game. You're going to give us some pro tips this week.
Oh yeah.
On World War Z.
Yeah, World War Z is based off a movie, and if you haven't seen the movie, it's an incredible zombie flick. And these zombies are really fast. They can spread this virus really quickly to you. And they kind of swarm like ants. They can climb on top of each other, and it's quite a scary situation to if you were in that world for real. But this game though is a fun, fast-paced zombie shooter, and it's got a few hidden mechanics. When you first turn the game on, I would suggest going to settings and changing just a few things. The first thing is to turn on voice detection. So if you're in a group, they'll be able to hear you without you having to push a button to talk. The next is turn on your stamina bar. You have an actual stamina bar that's underneath your health bar, and as you run or you swing your machete, it goes down, and you'll never see it if you don't turn it on. And when you run out of that, when you run out of that stamina, you'll end up like getting attacked while you're in a group. If you have full stamina, you can swing your machete and not get bit. But when you go into a group, you're going to need that stamina. So definitely turn that on.
Are we running behind Ray here, by the way?
No.
Like
Hey! What the hell?
Looks like him to me.
Oh my gosh.
You can also in the settings you can turn on first person mode. So what you're looking at here is third person mode, but you'd be looking through your eyeballs if you turned on first person. I don't know why they have it set up. You have to go into settings to change these, but definitely look at those settings as soon as you start the game. It will help you. And then the number one key to this game is silence. Silence is key, man. You do not make noise. As soon as you start the game, they give you weapons. Now, for us on Stadia, we start with a bonus. We get special guns that already have silencers on them. But normally, if somebody who just like bought the game and started, they would have to build their gun up through XP and spending money until they got the silencer. So when you go live in this game and there's a zombie in front of you, if you shoot him with a 12 gauge, you're going to make all the zombies on that floor hear you and then run to you. They swarm you. So silence is key. So crouch a lot, be quiet, use your melee weapons as much as possible. That will help you a lot. And like I said, Stadia gave us a little bit of a jump start because we can select these gold tier weapons that have silencers already.
Oh, wow. You can't do that on any other platform then?
Well, I believe if you got like the Game of the Year edition or whatever editions they sold, they might have thrown it in there. But for all of us on Pro, we get it right off the bat.
Oh, nice.
Which does help a lot. The other things I would say is ranking up is important. Everything can be upgraded. So
the rats.
So yeah, I had to do that. So pick a class and stick with it. There's different classes. Like I picked the Exterminator class, and there's a whole skill tree for that. So what I would suggest is pick a class, start working on that class, and examine the skill tree for it. Now, there's also a skill tree for the weapons. You have to I use the shotgun. So once you progress so far with the shotgun, you can unlock like the shotgun number 2, number 3, number 4. But if you don't unlock shotgun number 2, that XP you get going back into the level is wasted because you haven't unlocked the next tier to work on. So you constantly got to be watching out for that stuff. And as you upgrade through XP and stuff and spend money on your class, you unlock buffs and perks, which help you in powerful ways and make your guy more powerful. But definitely take a look at these skill trees and get to know them a little bit. The third thing would probably be run levels on easy at first to get familiar with the level design and the enemy types. That'll get you the XP and progress the story. At some point, you'll want to crank up the difficulty or join a squad. And the next couple of tips are for squad-based play because the game is very much different first person or one single player than going to multiplayer because the game is literally chaos. You see all those zombies down there that are like ants. They're trying to climb the wall, and if me and my boys don't take care of that, they come up to the floor above and wipe us all out. It's a very fast-paced, chaotic game. So when squad play is enabled, it can get very chaotic. You take damage from other players, so be careful. Even mindful of other players, because some players rush in. They might have perks that they rush in to fight. And if you're just auto-aiming and shooting real quick or hip firing, you're going to end up blowing your teammate's head off without even meaning to. So mic up. If you're going to squad up, make sure you mic up and plan everything out as a team. Call things out. It's not very tactical, but you do have to make decisions, and your team has to back you up in the decisions you make. Like right here, we're about to face off with a horde, and when you face off with the horde, those things I was picking up set the level, so I can set up these defenses and then start the horde from running in. So as you'll see, I'll be doing that. Also, when running around with squads or by yourself, breach charges will score you better loot in the game and give you access to areas that you couldn't access before. Hip fire your gun for faster movement speed is very important and can save your life. And make sure you use your heavy weapons, your Molotov cocktails, grenades if you have them, and your heavy guns for swarm encounters. And this is a swarm encounter coming up right now. And Rokk, at the very end of this swarm, if you want, jump back to the beginning and it'll show a couple of the, what do you call it, the skill trees. It's in the very, very beginning.
I'm a gunslinger is my class. And
gunslinger?
I've been building up my gunslinging tree.
Right on. So you see, you've got this is the full weapon thing, but as you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've got the line underneath. So if you've upgraded your weapon to 1 but haven't unlocked 2, it does not, any XP doesn't collect on 2 until you've opened it up, and that will give you like your silencer, your scope, all that stuff, and then your class as well has a skill tree as well with a whole bunch of options and things to buy.
It doesn't look like you, Ray. I take it back.
See, that's my gun right there. I've got it unlocked to level 4.
Wow.
But that's usually the only gun I use, so you can see
how long did you have to play to get to that level with the gun?
Not very long, actually. I think a couple of hours, maybe 3. Yeah, I haven't played.
Ray's such a handsome fellow, isn't he? Look at him. Ray's he's got the old biceps going on and everything there. Look at him.
Yeah.
No, that's cowboy, man. That's cowboy.
Yeah. I bet in the day. Sorry, William. There was an amazing Stadia Pro. Keep going, my friend. This is really fascinating.
No, yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, when you squad up with people, it can be very chaotic because you can shoot each other. So that is an issue, and it's a game that makes you jump a lot. You'll turn a corner and there's 1,000 zombies. If you panic, you're going to shoot your buddy, and then it's over. You know,
it's good. But you were saying there is a definite difference between. Because I've only ever played it solo. I've only ever run around with the little AI fellas.
No, you got to play with the group. Play with it. It's so much better.
Yeah. Because your AI does do a good job of taking out. As I turn the corner here and stuff, they'll be taking out zombies. But when you have real players, they utilize all their tools much better. You know.
Wow. Where would you put it in comparison to Rainbow Six Extraction?
I actually like the gameplay better than Extraction.
Okay.
I have a love-hate relationship with Extraction. I love to play it, and then I love to hate it when it makes me angry. it just feels like it cheats every now and again, you know.
Yeah.
I got cheated. I did all 3 of the objections, and I was like, yes, and I had 1 operator and I rescued him, and it was loading, and I had to get out of the game. It never gave me the XP or nothing or the credit for getting an operator. I was so pissed. So I totally understand.
And rerun these levels, guys. Crank up the difficulty, rerun the levels. That's how you grind for the XP and your levels and stuff. And there is some amazing gear the farther you get in the levels and the stuff you can unlock. I've ran around with the Climax, and he's got a drone that flies around with him, and he can send it to other people to help them, or they electrocute zombies, so a whole group of them will just stand there and get electrocuted. It's really cool, man. There's a lot to this game rather than just run and gun and stuff. Plus,
it does look fun, I have to say. I've played beyond this, but as I said, I've only ever played with the the old AI guys. So maybe.
And there's also a whole nother side to it, which is the PvP side, and I haven't played any of that yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does that work then? Because what do you take the side of a zombie versus a?
I don't think so. I think we're all against each other and we shoot. I think.
Right.
I haven't done
just with zombies coming at you as well. Presumably, I mean, it's got to have zombies in it somewhere.
Yeah, it'd have to.
Defeats the game, doesn't it? Really. So all of these would be individual characters looking to take each other out for some purpose, and at the same time, you're trying to deal with zombies running around. Wow, that's a cracking idea. You don't have any kind of radar, William, that tells you when there's someone behind you or anything along those lines?
No, it's about sound. Sound is so very important in this game. Like I said, being silent is very important. But there is also points in the game where you have to listen. There'll be a certain zombie that like pounces on you and will knock you down and kill you if a teammate's not there to help you. And you can hear them on the ground writhing and making noises before you turn a corner. So if you're not paying attention, you'll just turn the corner and get jumped on. I do it a few times in my playthrough here.
Cracking pro tips, my friend. Thank you so much. They were really good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think he deserves a round of applause.
Yeah.
You all do, because you're all fantastic. So I should use the other one as an expanded clap. For everybody. Everybody gets a clap. Oh, hello. Oh no, we've come to the end of that video. But we haven't come to the end of the show because there's still one of our favourite features. Can you guess what it is yet, folks? Here's a little clue. It's Raise Praise. I love this little part of the show. It makes you feel kind of really humble and humble and nice and happy and friendly and stuff. Ray, who are we praising this week, my friend?
Today, usually, guys, I'm praising men gamers. So today, I'm happy to praise a fellow woman gamer.
A fellow woman?
Fellow?
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, that is. It is Purple Haze!
Woohoo! Oh, that got loud.
Shout out to Purple Haze. She has a wonderful show called Shades of Purple. She's also co-host on Cloudy Thoughts with Lo-Fi Monk. I am praising her because I did a show with her we were guest on Cloud Gaming Extreme. She is very brilliant. I love her shows because when she's talking to a guest, she wants to know the gamer and why you game. She gets personal, and it is so nothing but good vibes and no toxic talk or nothing like that. Just she's so intelligent. You guys need to check her out. I think right now on her YouTube channel, she's 95 subscribers. Please, let's get her over 100 subscribers today because she's amazing. She's just brilliant. And it's weird when you're on Cloud Gaming Extreme, you got all these tech nerds and all these know-it-alls. I'm just playing, guys. And her being on the show, oh my God, she just blew me away with her knowledge of gaming, not just playing games, but also the business side and the technical side. She can go toe to toe with the best out there. And so, and I'm just appreciate all the stuff that she's just positive energy and good vibes throughout the community. So huge praise and shout out to my good friend, Purple Haze.
The first time, you're right, Ray, and the first time that, and to my shame, it's fairly recent that I discovered Purple Haze was when she was in Squid's chat, And there's Winstar, there he is. She was in Squid's chat and being very polite, and she was engaging, and I thought I must try and check her stuff out. And then I think within a few days she was actually doing this show with Squids, and I watched it, and yeah, you're absolutely brilliant. I mean, a great bonus to the community, someone very positive, really sparkly and intelligent. And my thoughts. I've said it a million times in the past. There's a massive imbalance of testosterone in this community. Not ironically in gaming, which is actually split about 50-50. Interestingly enough, if you look globally at the stats, but there seems to be certainly, and it's quite odd because I would have thought Stadia would have been an attractive proposition to both sexes, but it's great to be able to celebrate somebody else for a change that isn't wearing a great goatee or something.
She's a great interviewer too. When she asks a question, she truly wants to know the answer. She's engaging. I love it, man. She's a beautiful shining star in the Stadia community. She truly is.
Anthony's a hater, so screw Anthony.
you know he's having it.
If it ain't about him.
But she not only does she do these kind of talk shows and interviews, but she does game streaming as well, right?
Yes. Check out her Little Nightmare stream. I was watching that this morning, checking out some of her videos. Just a breath of fresh air. I love her to death.
Yeah, she's got a really lovely aura around her. I hope she takes that the right way. But it's a happiness there.
And she headshot me in Rainbow Six Siege, so don't let the good looks fool you. She's deadly when it comes to gaming.
Superb.
All right.
Superb.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
Well done. That was a great praise. And as always, as soon as the show's finished and I can get to it, I will add all of her details into the description below. So guys, as Ray says, please go ahead and subscribe. I definitely will, and we need to get her up above 100, that's for sure. So we'll be doing all of that stuff. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Well, chaps, we've come sadly to that point in the show where we have to pack up our toys, we have to put our instruments back into their bags, we have to turn off our amps and fold up our music sheets and go home to where we live, because that's where we live. Oh, hello. And Ray's going to crack out his little white Stadia controller. Ooh, yes. I was playing Valhalla on Stadia this afternoon, and Ray saw me. I popped up on his screen. I said, that's the thing, isn't it? You can't, I've got all my staff saying, why is he always playing games? Whenever we look, he's always playing something. What can I do? Chaps, let's go round the clock and find out what you fellas will be doing in the coming days. John, starting with your very good self.
Oh, well, I never got my Super Animal Royale stream in last week, so I'm going to fit that in this week somewhere, somehow, playing the new mode in there, and then working behind the scenes on some developer interviews, trying to tie some loose ends and get all that stuff scheduled up here. So a busy week off camera as well.
Awesome. Anthony, I brought it up on the screen, but you had only
$5 from, and now your mama knows I'm about to get fired for laughing at my desk. Please stop.
we did chuckle at it, but we were right in the middle of John's thing, and you were only hearing us because I know you were working with it in your ears. But thank you so much, my friend. That's very kind of you. And also, it's I love the fact, the thing about stop it, Ray. The thing about this show is that it cuts across, and we've said this before, all time zones of the day. You've got you've got first thing in the morning in where Ray is. You've got kind of midday and a little bit later where John and William are, and then you've got late afternoon where I am. So it's nice. It kind of picks people up across the whole day.
USA, Canada, and UK. Hey.
Now listen, Anthony, to be fair, it's a decent contribution. He deserves it. He wants to hear me read it out, Ray. So
a sultry tone.
Yeah. So $5 from
Oh, wait a minute. Is he in the bathroom at his job?
That's
Rokk.
Is he golfing with friends in the bathroom?
like
trying to get his.
He's looking over the bat, like seeing if anyone's in his office, and he's like, "Okay, Rokk."
He's trying to create blue balls.
Go, Rokk. Talk real slow for me, Rokk.
So $5 a man. Now you're one of those. Thank you, my friend. I'm about to get fired for laughing at my desk. Please stop. Bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody in the chat today. You guys are fantastic. Right, let's shut him up. Ray, it's your turn. What are you doing for the rest of the week?
Well, you guys know I love all these cloud gaming platforms. So tonight is my Luna Zone, Ray 3473, 10 p.m. Pacific time. I will be doing Lost Judgment on Luna. Also, 7 o'clock Pacific time. I will be with Vet Cloud Gaming. We're doing our sports, talking about football, and the United States Football League just came out this weekend, so we'll be talking about that. And then later on, guys, on Retro Rewind on Sunday with Stadia Pro Gaming, Jeff Jiznak, and that's just
wait.
And
You did that, Ray.
What's his last name again?
Never
Jeff
mind.
what?
Jeff
What?
what? Jeff and Miss Tracy Sunday. All right, take it away.
Unbelievable, Ray.
I think we lost Rokk.
Yeah, I don't know where Rokk.
Rokk left on that. He said, "Man, that's a bit too much."
Wow. Well, that was a bit of a faux pas, wasn't it? Sorry about that, fellas. Are we still live?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Anyway, what happened, Ray? You were doing what with who and when?
Nope, I'm done. It is William's turn.
Dear. But right at the very end there, I had to press the wrong button, didn't I? William.
Poor Jeff. All right. Tonight, or here in a few hours at 4:20, I'll be doing an episode of Man Cave, which should be a lot of fun. We're going to discuss a retrospective of the Walking Dead series. It's going to be part 1, broken into 2. And Wednesday at 12 CST, we're going to be playing some PUBG at 2 p.m.
Nice.
So should be a lot.
I want to ask you, where you sit in your house, William, is it? Do you, to your left, do you have an open window? Because it always looks to me like your beard's kind of moving over to the right. Kind of. It looks like the whole thing's kind of blowing over that way.
I got a fan on.
That's what it is. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, my friend. Don't let anybody tell you different.
As like golf with friends, it's all how you stroke it. That's
yes, exactly.
He got hit in the beard with one of the balls, and it just went right on his chin. And
dear.
Come, Ray.
Jiznak.
Come on.
Yeah, from Mr. Jiznak.
Yeah, jeez.
That's right. Unbelievable.
So Anthony asks me, bless you, Anthony, Rokk, when are you starting slices of melons? Actually, melon slices, but we won't hold that against you. Yeah, I've been working on it hard, and I was working on it today, but it still needs a lot more work. So I'm hoping it'll be this week still. I was hoping last week. But I'm still editing it and getting it right and just the foundations of it. But thank you for asking, my friend. This week, I hopefully by Friday. I'm working on it for most of today. Tomorrow and the day after as well. So yeah, it's kind of you. And that's kind of it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into our little band, our gig. We actually got a Tuesday TWOSday, which was great news. So we know now that there will be probably another one, if not this Thursday, next Tuesday, where they will announce the pro games. So keep an eye open for that. And Vet thinks melon slices is not ripe yet. Oh, you're such a wit.
And Anthony says he loves melons.
Does he? I bet he does. Chaps, thank you so much. Fantastic show as always. It always lifts us up just coming up to the middle of the week. I hope you all have a cracking week, and when we meet again next week, I can't believe it's going to be almost May. The hell is going on around here? Have a great one, and we'll see you next week. So popping in, take care.